You know what's really scary, Skeeter?
What?
Fucking bills. Paying your bills.
It's hardcore. It's uncensored. It's On Your Mark with Mark E. Xtreme.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to On Your Mark for a very special Merry Halloween episode. Oh, it's gonna be spooky. It's gonna be scary. It's gonna be spooky. Yes, it's Skeeter SCAREFLYER here with you, along with your host and greatest backyard wrestling entertainment champion ever, Mark Xtreme.
That was the most god-awful thing I've ever heard, because if you're gonna get a spooky new name for me, well, then I got one for you. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mark. Xtreme, 15 plus years undefeated backyard wrestling entertainment champion and owner of Backyard Wrestling Entertainment. Not to mention, on top of all that, the spooky ass, creepy ass shit. I am the host of On Your Mark, and for years we've been giving you the best wrestling shoot interviews and wrestling content that we recently decided to take everything you love about the YouTube channel and fuck it on over to the podcast world. And that's why every Wednesday you're getting the On Your Mark Wrestling Podcast via Dragon Wagon Radio. And we're deep diving into topics and giving you the most hardcore and uncensored look than you've ever gotten from the horse's ass himself, the number one backyard wrestling entertainer of all time, Mark Xtreme.
Dang it, that's such a good name. I didn't sleep the whole week. And all I could come up with was Mark Xtreme. You're good.
Skeeter, it's right there. How could you not? It's the easiest, like, spooky transition in the world. But yes, Skeeter, it's a spooky episode. So what are we going to be talking about today?
Oh, on this episode, I might need to hold on to you tight during this episode, Marky Xtreme, because I get scared during things that are scary. And today we're talking about Gangrel.
Oh yeah, hell yeah! The fanging and banging Twilight fucking lover himself, Gangrel. I'm very excited about that.
Oh, I'm terrified. But first, we got a little business to attend to. Be sure to check out all things on Dragon Wagon Radio, like even this scary podcast they got. To hell with this! It's a movie podcast where I think they go to hell and fight demons.
Sick.
Oh, that sounds terrifying. Oh, everything's so scary. And rate and review the show on Apple Podcasts. Hopefully there's not a worm inside of it.
Hold on, Cedar. Let me stop you right there and say just how important, it is that you do give us a rating and review. A lot of podcasts repeatedly say rate and review, rate and review, rate and review. But it is very important. If you are a fan of this show, please stop what you're doing. Pause this. Go give us a positive rating and review, because it is the only way we're going to continue to climb the charts, get new ears on the podcast, and not end up resting in peace. So, for real, though, please go do it. And we'll be giving out a free t-shirt to one of those reviews very soon.
And if you go to our Patreon, you can say trick or treat, and you're just going to get treats all day. Because you're going to get exclusive content. You're going to get episodes early, like these podcast episodes or the videos. And you're also going to get exclusive t-shirts and even extreme shout-outs on this show, right, Mark Xtreme?
Oh, hell yeah, Skeeter. The skid marks that keep this show happening, keep the roof over the backyard and the food on the table before I body slam skeletons through it. They get a special shout out every week, and the shout out this week's are as follows. Flocko171AC, New Skid Mark, what's up? Tim Redbeard, Spot the Magic Ninja, Liam McLee, Rick Conley, Tom, Hillbilly Bryn, Angela Elias, Mr. Blix, and Miguel Diaz. Well, there you have it, Skeeter. Those are the spooky skid marks that get a special shout out this week. And if you want to be a part of that prestigious group, then march your zombie ass over to patreon.com/OIMshow.
Oh, I'm so scared, but we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about Gangrel, born David William Heath on February 16th, 1960.
That ain't a scary name. What the fuck?
Well, that's probably it's like old English names like I haven't seen the movie Dracula in a while, but they all got like English names like that, like old British names. So it's probably a cover up.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
So born February 16, 1969 in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
God, everybody's from Florida.
No, that can't be true. That's got to be a lie. He's not where Lita's from. He's probably, because he's a vampire, he's probably born in Transylvania.
Yeah, it's probably a cover up. You know, he probably doesn't want to reveal where he actually lives, you know. So, much like me, I don't want people to know where I live. And so, people don't mess with me and, you know, come and try to mess with me. And, you know, so I get it. You know, he's clearly was born in Transylvania, but, you know, his cover up location is Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
But nobody's trying to put a stake through your heart.
You don't know that, Skeeter. I got crazy fans. Remember Selena?
I do. I thought she was terrific.
She's a very talented a woman, and one of her biggest fans killed her.
Oh, that's Selena.
Yeah, what did you think I meant?
I thought you were talking about that old woman, Selena, who would come to the Backyard Wrestling Entertainment shows all the time.
No, she was creepy too. And she would look at me, you know, talk about creepy. This is perfect discussion for our Halloween episode. Is that we used to have a lady that would show up every, it was a span of 2-3 months. What was it?
Yeah. She came to every show. She had a better seat than me every time. She showed up earlier than me. She would sleep there overnight.
Yeah.
She was great. And she'd always ask to borrow my ladder so she could watch you sleeping at night.
Yeah, and she would show up, she'd sit, you know, front row, and just like the way she looked at me is as if like, you know, she was, you know, not of this planet, that she knew me from a past life. And then every couple minutes, she would slowly raise her hand and point at my pecker. And, you know, I don't know what her intentions are with me or my pecker, you know, but I am a happily in a relationship man, and just that the vision, I can't get her out of my head. I haven't seen her since, but you know, sometimes I wake up screaming thinking of that old woman.
Did you ever see her dentist tool collection?
She had why do you know that? Wait, what?
Well, because she's just excited for when everybody talked to her, and she'd bring them around all the time. That's why there was always that jingles when she walked, because she had all these old dentist tools with her.
God,
she's a collector, you know. I like to collect action figures, and you like to collect championships, and she liked to collect dentist tools.
Creepy, Skeeter. Oh, God dang it! I can't get the noise out of my head, and can we continue with the episode?
Heath was trained by Boris Malenko in Florida, and when his training was complete, he began performing in various independent promotions in the Florida area. In the independent professional wrestling promotion, he won the tag team championships, and then he went to Stampede Wrestling. He formed a tag team with Tom Nash as the Blackhearts.
Is that Kevin Nash's brother?
He's got to be, because his name's Nash, so it makes sense. Heath and Nash competed under masks as Destruction and Apocalypse. That's where their names was. And then they won the Stampede International Tag Team Championships as a tag team. So that's scary right there. Destruction and Apocalypse. I don't know which one he was, because Wikipedia doesn't say. But those are scary names right there. I wish I came up with them names.
These are the dumbest names I've ever fucking heard. Ooh, Destruction. Ooh, Apocalypse. Oh, Tibor. Oh, fucking. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Like, where does the dumbasses come up with some of these names, man?
Are you talking about Retribution?
Yeah. Yeah. Worst names in wrestling.
Well, Mustafa Ali's a cool name.
Yeah, well, he stuck with his previous name, but for some reason, all these other dumbasses with him got Tibor and Cyborg and fucking Flapjack and Pancake Pussy Bitch, whatever the fuck, man. I don't know.
I think with those names are cool, but these names is scary. And during that time with Tom Nash was married to Luna Vachon, but then that marriage ended between Nash and Luna. They broke up. And then Heath and Luna became romantically involved, and they eventually married on Halloween 1994, which is today, but a different year. So that's scary.
This isn't coming out on Halloween, dumbass.
Okay, but it feels like Halloween because we talk about Halloween scary stuff, and if people might still listen on Halloween, it's still scary. And the World Wrestling Federation even broadcast a segment of Luna's wedding to a vampire, which is Gangrel. So that's scary.
Is that really scary to you, Skeeter?
Yeah, that's scary because she knew he was a vampire and then married a vampire.
You know what's really scary, Skeeter?
What?
Fucking bills. You know,
like Billy Gunn?
No,
Billy Corgan?
Paying your bills.
Why do I got to pay Billy Gunn or pay Billy Corgan?
Skeeter, you need to grow up. You need to grow the fuck up. Goblins and ghouls, and it's not real. Like, fucking grow up. There ain't nothing scary about this. Luna Vachon, yeah, she's a little fucking scary and intimidating. As a matter of fact, that old lady that came in Backyard Wrestling Entertainment looked a lot like Luna Vachon. Remember?
Yeah, she did she had mohawk.
Yeah, and she was scary, yes. Vampires and goblins and ghouls. There's nothing scary about that, Skeeter. What is scary about that to you?
I'm sorry. I will attempt to grow up.
Grow up.
I'll ask serious questions. Marky Xtreme, how do you keep vampires out of Backyard Wrestling Entertainment?
Shove garlic up their asshole.
Up theirs?
Yeah. That's how you get rid of vampires.
I've been doing it all wrong.
What have you been doing?
I've been putting up mine.
That should work too.
I mean, I guess it has.
Do you have garlic up your butt right now?
Of course.
Good. Put another one up there right now.
Should I stop the recording?
Nope.
Oh, that's a lot of cloves. Okay. I might have to do this episode standing.
That went in a lot quicker than I think it should have.
Well, I put one up there every day. On the March 28th, 1994 episode of Raw, Heath made his televised debut for the WWF and lost to the 1-2-3 Kid. Psst, that's X-Pac.
I would still love to adopt you.
He was portrayed as a masked heel and dubbed the Black Phantom. Dang it, I'm trying to grow up, and that's scary too because it's a ghost. And he worked as enhancement talent against numerous stars like Earthquake and Bob Holly and Tatanka and Typhoon. And then on July 9th, 1995 edition of Wrestling Challenge, he got beat by 1-2-3 Kid again. That's still X-Pac.
Would love to adopt you.
In 1995, Heath appeared in Xtreme Championship Wrestling for a short period, feuding with
Easy dub.
Yeah, easy dub.
Oh, stop. Jesus.
Feuding with Tommy Dreamer over Dreamer's affiliation with Heath's real-life wife, Luna, and he made his debut at Barbed Wire, Hoodies, and Chokeslams in June 1995. So he's getting around. He's getting around there. I think people invited him in because that's how it works. If you invite a vampire into your wrestling ring, then he can be there and kill you.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, you gotta be. If you're a vampire, you gotta be invited in. You can't just walk in. It just don't work that way.
Good to know. Did not
It's
know
probably
that.
the ring announcer is what's doing it because he's inviting them in by saying their name and weight.
That makes sense.
So, can we get rid of ring announcers then in Backyard Wrestling Entertainment? Because then that might invite a vampire.
Wait. Backtrack. Skeeter, wait, no. But, I gotta just be real with you. Skeeter, vampires aren't real. It's
Then
not
explain
real.
Gangrel because he's real.
This is going to maybe come to shock to you. That similar to when I had to sit you down and have the conversation. Remember when I had a conversation to you about Santa Claus?
Yeah, I remember we talked about Santa Claus.
Vampires aren't real, Skeeter. Gangrel is not a real vampire.
But I did some research and Santa Claus is real because Stone Cold Steve Austin stunned him.
Oh my God. You just need to come to terms with how far you are at in life, Skeeter, and just realize it's never going to get any better than this.
You said in wrestling the best things are things that are real turned up to 11, and Santa Claus was in the ring with Stone Cold Steve Austin. I don't know if it was 11 times or not, but that's real.
That was somebody, Skeeter, dressed like Santa Claus.
No, Stone Cold Steve Austin didn't dress like Santa Claus. Stone Cold Steve Austin dressed like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
No, I'm saying that was that was an actor dressed like Santa.
What? You can't dress like Santa Claus.
Oh, for
you can't even get the outfit. There's only one of them, and Santa's wearing it.
Talk about scary shit, haunting shit. This is the scariest night of my life. You know, I'm contemplating things I want to do to you, Skeeter, that I've never thought of before.
I already got 2 garlics in, so I'm good.
It won't. It has nothing to do with your butthole.
Well, tomorrow, let the possibilities open up.
You know what else? When possibilities open up, Skeeter, is when things are live. And the best things at wrestling are things that are live, just like our show every Tuesday night, our question mark live stream show. Skeeter, tell the fine listeners at home a little bit about our question mark live show.
Okay, this show is off the chain, as the kids say. I don't know. Maybe I don't know where they get the chains from.
Stop.
If you're subscribed to any of the platforms of On Your Mark, whether it's Facebook, on Twitch, on YouTube, you turn on any notifications, you'll be notified at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The show goes live. Marky Xtreme taking questions from you, the fans, and I'm there too. And also so many guests that have gone on to huge success. Ray Rosas, now in AEW. What's his?
Okay.
The Lockhart brothers in WWE on 205 Live. Eric Watts, also on AEW Wrestling. Huge success, big money contracts. All these people, you watch them on the show, and then immediately they blow up and become huge stars. And
Yeah,
Marky Xtreme
great.
talks to them, and they're never going to come back on the show again, probably.
You're welcome if they're listening. But yes, it's Question Mark Live, the best and number one wrestling live stream that happens every Tuesday night. So if you want to watch it, be sure to follow us and subscribe on YouTube, Twitch, Periscope, or Facebook at OIM Show, except on YouTube because it's youtube.com/OnYourMarkShow. But we are streaming live every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. So tune in and interact with us live.
In early 1998, Heath appeared with World Championship Wrestling on WCW Worldwide, teaming with Michael Nova in a losing effort against the Faces of Fear. That's my face. This is getting really scary. This is getting really scary, Marky Xtreme.
What the fuck is so scary, Skeeter, about this?
They fought a team called the Faces of Fear. Do you know who they are?
Yes, there was nothing scary about those bitches. You know, ooh, so spooky, Faces of Fear. Ooh. You know what, Skeeter? I'm afraid of nothing. There's nothing in this world that scares me.
What about broken condoms?
Other than that, but nothing else.
New Jack.
You know what? Okay, Skeeter. You know what? I see what you're doing here. There are some things that scare me. Okay, you know, I'm a human. I'm a real human man, and there are some things that scare me. New Jack is one of them. You know what? And I'm going to be real right now. When I went and interviewed Sin Bodhi on his compound, got locked in that room for hours, I was a little scared too. And this is a perfect opportunity to jump back into the vault for a spooky edition of From the Vault when I interviewed goddamn creepy ass clown bitch Sin Bodhi. You ever thought about going to NXT as Gazarni?
You might die today. Maybe.
It's on camera. Anything that happens is on camera. So you do what you f***ing must, okay, Sin, but you're going to be caught on camera and you're going to jail for it.
Said nothing incriminating on camera, and do I look like a guy that cares about rules?
Please don't kill me. 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 Stop.
Well, there you have it, Skeeter. You were there that day. You know, so I am scared. I am scared of some things. I am a human being.
In 1998, Heath was hired by the World Wrestling Federation due to the support of then writers Bruce Pritchard and Vince Russo, who believed in the merit of a vampire gimmick. Or it was an oven of vampires. Just saying. Heath was given the name Gangrel, which was derived from a vampire clan from the role-playing game Vampire: The Masquerade. The gimmick involved an entrance which saw him rising from a ring on fire on stage, followed by a slow walk to the ring to a sinister instrumental musical theme. He carried a goblet of blood with him, and during his entrance, he'd stop on the ring steps, take a drink, and spit the blood into the air.
Mm-hmm. Man. That will, you know, I don't know about you, Skeeter, but that will go down to me as one of the coolest entrances in wrestling history.
I don't know why that was shown on television. They're showing demon murder on TV every week, that he got someone's blood and he's drinking it and he's spitting it onto families.
Skeeter, okay, first of all, there's several ways to get human blood without killing somebody.
How?
You want me to list them all?
I'd love it. I think the listeners would love it too, because maybe there's a lot of people looking for blood.
Okay. First on the list, as a wrestler, gigging.
That's getting a gig?
Gigging.
Like, will you book me for a gig?
Gigging. It's when you cut the head open.
Oh, that's right. That thing. Yeah. Okay.
So cut gig, get a bucket full of your own blood. Easy, quick, and easy. That's a quick and easy way.
Okay.
Second.
I'm going to write these down.
Okay. Write them down. Second. Period.
Oh, that's it? We're done?
No. Girls. Period. Fucking flowing on out.
So gig and girls. Period. No. That's it. We're done.
No. Girls have a period, Skeeter. Do you know what that is yet?
Oh, girls have a period. Boys have an exclamation point?
No. Well, I mean, I guess you could say that. But I don't know if have you been taught about a woman's
wieners?
Monster cycle? Have you been taught about a woman's monster cycle yet?
I was hoping to talk to the Monster Abyss about it that one time we talked to him, but He
Well,
got
he's
upset and he left.
No, Skeeter, he's not the person you should ask.
But he's a monster abyss, so wouldn't he know about a monster cycle?
Okay, Skeeter, I'm going to tell you some things that might really scare you right now. Talk about spooky. This is perfect for our Halloween episode. I'm about to teach you about a woman's monster cycle.
I don't know if I can handle this.
Once a month, Skeeter, a woman's the lining in her
The lion?
no, let me fucking finish. A woman, she's got a vagina. You know what that is, right? At
No.
least.
Where's that?
You know where your pecker is?
Yeah?
A woman's vagina is an inverted pecker.
No, that they have peckers too.
They have little peckers, but then they also got a big inverted pecker, and that's a vagina. Once a month, Skeeter, it's a very scary time of the month because the mouth of that vagina opens and it vomits out blood.
No.
Yeah. And the woman becomes a monster, and that's why it's called the monster cycle.
What?
Yeah.
Does everybody know about this?
Most people.
Why don't people hunt women and stop them from being monsters?
Because, that's unethical and inhumane. And I think they probably did it back in the day that was the Salem witch trials, but now, because of, humans just can't go around murdering humans despite of what people think may have happened in backyard wrestling entertainment with, Junkyard Frog, that case is still ongoing, but we're not going to dive into that. You can't go around murdering other people just because they turn into monsters once a month, and it's usually around a full moon, so yeah, perfect timing for Halloween. Once a month, women's turn into monsters. Their vaginas open up and puke out blood. Thirdly, another way to get easy blood is, hemorrhoids, a good old hemorrhoid,
Butt pimples?
Yep. Bud pimples. That's a good way to do it. Another way to get some free easy blood. I don't know. I got a guy I go to, if you need a guy for some blood, I don't ask where he gets it, but he's got a steady supply.
Who's your blood guy?
I can't reveal his true identity, but he might
be advertised on the show.
I'll ask him maybe next week, but there are easy ways to get blood, Skeeter. So no, you're not going around fucking killing people. It's not human. It is some human blood, but it does not mean that Gangrel was out there killing people to get that blood.
Well, it's nice to know that everybody can find a way to get a bunch of blood, but I think vampires still get the way they get blood by sucking blood. Just like when you interview Gangrel, didn't he try to suck your blood?
I don't remember that. Although, I don't remember a lot of things. But I think that being that this is the spooky edition, Skeeter, and it, we have had an opportunity to talk to Gangrel. I think this is another opportunity where we can jump back into the vault and see exactly what happened with my conversation with Gangrel.
From the vault.
You got any questions for Gangrel?
How do you walk?
Gangrel.
Gangrel.
How do you walk during the daylight?
Inside?
Hey, we're inside right now, you dumb idiot.
But it's light outside.
I'm not walking outside. I'm in here right
I got a really good question to wrap this up. Are you a fan of the Twilight movies?
Absolutely not.
You got
Are
any?
you? You're Team Jacob, aren't you? You like the little wolves in little shorts, country ass stuff.
You know what? Jacob's not that bad if you really want to dive down dirty into it, okay?
From the vault.
Well, there you go, Skeeter. That's what happened.
I got chills up my spine. Gangrel made his TV debut on the August 16th, 1998 episode of Sunday Night Heat, defeating Scott Taylor. Psst, that's guy too hottie.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
He then formed a gothic faction called The Brood with Edge and Christian, and the Brood became known for their bloodbaths, which involved the lights going out for a moment, and when they came back on, the targeted wrestler was then covered in blood. Marky Xtreme, have you ever taken a bloodbath?
Well, I mean, some may say in all of my hardcore matches it ends up in a bloodbath, right? No, why would I take a bloodbath, Skeeter? That's disgusting.
I think so too. I'm glad to know that you are not a vampire.
There was one time that, Tammy and I were taking a bubble bath together. I don't know if I should review it. Do you want to know the story? I mean, it's kind of interesting.
Well, that sounds fun. A bubble bath. That sounds nice.
Well, I thought it was nice.
Was it Mr. Bubbles?
Yeah.
Did you have a rubber ducky?
Yes, I have a rubber ducky. Started off nice and innocent bubble bath. Ended it up a bloody massacre because, like I said, once a month, women turn into monsters. That crystal clear spring water turned into a bloody massacre.
She turned into a creature from the Black Lagoon?
You could say that.
I think I did. Marky Xtreme, who would win in a fight, Dracula or Gangrel?
Are we talking hypotheticals here?
No, we're talking for real, because they probably went to high school together.
If Dracula was a real thing?
He is a real thing.
Oh
Why
my
else do we
God.
know his name?
That's the dumbest argument you could ever say. I know goddamn Super Mario's name, but he's not fucking real.
He is real, because
Oh my
you know
God.
his name.
That is the dumbest argument you've ever made.
He's got a brother named Luigi. He has a rival named Wario.
They're
and
fictional.
Waluigi.
They're fucking fictional characters, Skeeter.
How are they fictional? You're real.
I am as real as it comes. But you can look at me and you can touch me.
I could touch Mario. I could touch a Nintendo controller, and then I'm touching Mario because I
No, you're
make
not.
him move around.
No, you're not. There's a separation there. You can actually literally grab me, Skeeter. You can.
Okay.
Stop. Don't do it. I'm not saying do it right now. I'm saying you can touch me.
I will remember that.
Please don't. Don't. Please don't.
I
I'm not
won't
even
turn
gonna-
into a monster.
I don't know where my head just went. Just no, stop. No, don't keep that one.
Dracula's real. Mario's real. The three temporarily joined up with The Undertaker and his Ministry of Darkness faction. The Brood, that is, not Dracula and Mario. After splitting up from the Ministry, the Brood began a feud with the Hardy Boys and their manager, Michael Hayes. During that feud, Gangrel turned on Edge and Christian and joined Matt and Jeff Hardy, and then they were called the New Brood. And then Terry Reynolds began to show interest in the Hardy Boys, and then they took Terry's services as manager and dumped Gangrel. Who would you rather have as a manager, Marky Xtreme, Gangrel or Terry Reynolds?
New Brood rocks. New Brood rocks. Obviously Terry Reynolds. God dang, if you put two people in front of me, one has tits. I'm picking the person with tits.
You're putting your life in your own hands. That doesn't make sense. Why would you pick Terry Reynolds when there's a vampire that'll kill you with vengeance?
He's not a fucking real vampire, Skeeter. What the fuck? When are you going to wake up from this preschool fucking dream you're in?
So you mean to tell me that Boogeyman's not a boogeyman, Marky Xtreme?
First of all, what the fuck is a boogeyman?
He's a man that gives you the boogies.
What are boogies?
Yeah, it's a creepies. It's the shimmy shakes.
You don't
It's
even
all
know.
that.
You don't even know what you're doing.
You know when a boogeyman comes out, he does that chants and all that stuff. That's the boogies. It gives you the boogies because then when you see, it gives you the boogies.
Boogeyman, I'll give you that. Creeps me the fuck out, but it's not because he's the boogeyman. It's because he's eating goddamn worms. That is gross.
The Undertaker is an Undertaker. He made coffins.
Do you think Undertaker's really a dead man?
Yes. And
Did
then
you wa-
he's American bad butt.
No. Did you watch his fucking Last Ride documentary?
Some of it.
His name is Mark Calloway. How big of a bitch name can you get? Mark fucking Calloway. God dang it. Oh, I'm Mark Calloway. I fucking make golf clubs.
It's probably a new character.
No, it's not a fucking new character. That's who he really is, Skeeter.
Or he's a twin brother. Maybe he's like a Bella. They're real. They're twins. Bella twins are real.
Yeah. Undertaker's not a real dead man.
But he's an Undertaker and he's dead man. It all makes sense. Vince McMahon is a McMahon.
Oh my God, Skeeter. At some point, you've got to fucking wake up from your fictional fairy tale titty fart dream that you're in and realize what's real and what's fake, what's scary and what's not, what's fucking fantasy and what's fucking reality.
I don't know if there is anything fake in this world. I believe it all to be real.
I feel so bad for you.
Can I get a hug?
Never.
All right, but I get to touch you. Gangrel became a singles wrestler following the breakup of the New Brood. He was mainly used as a mid-carder. And in late 1999, he brought in his real wife, Luna Vachon, as his manager until she was fired. And then Gangrel continued working for the WWF until he was released in 2001. And it's just a sad state of affairs. They were both fired. But do you think the WWE tried to release Gangrel when it was daytime so the sun would destroy his evil dark soul?
Oh my God. What the fuck are you talking about?
He still walks amongst us. He's loose and he could come after you. And if you ever had children, he could come after your children. Aren't you scared by that?
I dare him to fucking come after my unborn child. I fucking dare him. He comes between me and my lowercase e.
You're daring Gangrel right now?
No, I'm saying if he dares to. I dare it. Yeah. You know what? I dare you, fucking Gangrel. Because I'm a big vampire boy. I will turn into the biggest monster you've ever seen defending my children. I'm going to be a hell of a father. A father like that I never had. You can best believe that.
So if we get this to happen, what we talked about a few weeks ago on the show, if you adopt 6, Sean Waltman, and Gangrel comes after him,
I would defend him with my goddamn life. And then you know what I would do? After I've killed and fucking brutally murdered David Heath, whatever that bitch name he has is, I would kneel down to my 3.5 foot tall son, Sean Waltman. I'd look him in the eyes. I'd kiss him on the cheek. I'd caress him and bring him into my bosom. And I would say, I love you, son. And all the mistakes you've made, I forgive you. You know?
That's beautiful.
Suck it.
Oh, that was less beautiful. But that's a father.
And I will always have your back, son. And I will always defend you if fake ass vampires try to come get you.
You should protect his neck because they bite at the neck.
Oh my! I am physically exhausted.
I am too, because this show's scary talking about Gangrel the whole time. This is
Skeeter,
terrifying.
I tried to go along with the fucking spoopy fucking bullshit in the beginning and like, ooh, Marky Xtreme and fucking, ooh, goblins and ghouls and zombies and titty farts and all this shit. And you know what, Skeeter? I'm exhausted with it now. And there, you know what? There's nothing. Vampires aren't real. Fucking goblins and ghouls aren't real. There's nothing in this world that scares me other than New Jack, Sin Bodhi, and people coming near my butthole.
Well, that brings up a great point. I've heard that Gangrel and Simbodi are friends. Do you think they're spending this Halloween together, drinking blood, eating candy, and thinking of murdering you?
You know what? In all honesty, I wouldn't be surprised. You know, not to sit here and say that fucking Gangrel is a real vampire, but Sin Bodhi is a real fucking monster. He is terrifying. And you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if they're sitting there conspiring how to pull evil hijinks against me and fucking drinking weird shit and eating corn on the cob or some weird fucking bullshit. You know, it wouldn't surprise me, Skeeter. You know what? It wouldn't surprise me. Why? Do you know that this is happening?
I don't know. The way that I've seen the interactions go, and I can just make assumptions, which I know makes an ass out of me, but it seems
makes
likely.
an ass out of Billy Gunn.
Oh, that's right. But I just worry for your soul.
Thank you, Skeeter. I understand. With a soul like mine, as pristine and as extreme as it is, you know, I'm worried too. Because here's the real fact. You want to get into real talk, you know, vampires and that kind of bullshit isn't real. But you know what is real? Demons. And the dark, the devil. And that is creepy. And ghosts.
What?
Yeah. Ghosts are real. Demons are real. The devil is real. And my soul is a hot commodity. But I believe in God. You know, how can I not, you know, end up this perfect? You know, God must have spent a little extra time on someone like me. You know, so I see ghosts, Skeeter.
You do?
Yeah.
Are they here now?
I don't know if you want me to tell you the truth with that answer, but there's a ghost right behind you, Skeeter.
No.
Don't turn around.
I won't turn around ever again.
Okay, wait, he's coming near you.
Shut up. No.
Stand.
I have garlic in my butt.
It's about to come out.
Oh, no.
Take it out. Take it out. He's telling me to tell you to take it out.
I can't reach it.
No, just push it out.
Oh. Oh, the bulbs. The bulbs are big.
You better do it fast. He's not happy.
That's one. Here comes the other one.
He's grabbing you, Skeeter. Stay still. Well, no, he's going near your ear. He's about to tell you something. You know what he's about to say? You're a bitch. You're a bitch, Skeeter. You're a little bitch. Happy Halloween, you little bitch. Happy Halloween, little bitch. Oh, and then he floated off. You're good now, Skeeter.
Smells like garlicky poop in here. Gangrel reunited with former Ministry of Darkness member Viscera in 2004 and returned as a hired goon of JBL during a feud with The Undertaker. They were defeated by The Undertaker on the September 23rd
It's okay, let it out.
episode of SmackDown. And
Do you need to take a second?
I'm okay. Gangrel was given another WWE contract and appeared in Ohio Valley Wrestling.
Just here, take a second. Take a second and just... Because nobody can understand what you're saying. Take a second, just like get through this. I know this is a lot. This is a fucking scary, spooky, haunted episode. I know.
It is. Thank you for looking out for me, Mark Xtreme, and not taking advantage of me and letting me know there was a ghost there. And the best way to defend myself is by pooping garlic on the floor.
Yeah, well, you know, I sometimes look out for the people that I take advantage of. But, you know, this is what Halloween's all about, you know. Spooks and haunts.
It feels like Halloween Havoc. Not the pay-per-view, but just like actual Havoc from Halloween.
Yeah.
And Gangrel was given another WWE contract and appeared in Ohio Valley Wrestling, the primary developmental territory of WWE, and he was again released before anything came of it. And then he resigned in 2006 as a potential member for ECW to appear in a vampire stable with Kevin Thorne and Ariel. Yeah, huh?
Not my ECW.
Yeah, ECW.
WWECW.
Kevin Thorne and Ariel, they were ECW originals.
There ain't nothing Little Mermaid that extreme about the little fucking mermaid.
She's not little. That's a stacked mermaid. But he never showed up.
You wouldn't know stacked if it fucking slapped you in the face.
Okay, to be fair, I know stacked pancakes, and I know the New Day is stacked.
Continue, Skeeter, for fuck's sake.
Gangrel was released from WWE on January 18th, 2007, and then reappeared again in a Raw special on December 10th, and was participated in 15-man Battle Royal. So he's also appeared in uncredited as a prisoner with Crohn's disease in the Human Centipede 3 final sequence. Have you seen those movies? I love the Human Centipede movies.
You weird bitch.
It's just fun. Everybody's a little train.
Do you know what really is going on there? Do you really understand? Does your child brain understand what's happening, Skeeter? Or do you need me to also explain this to you?
Everybody's playing trains.
No, Skeeter. Okay, I'm gonna. This is an episode because I feel like this is fitting for the Halloween episode. So I'm gonna graphically explain what's happening in the Human Centipede to you. A weird ass fucking man, much like yourself. Surprises me that you weren't casted in this part. Captured innocent people with pristine buttholes. And he drugged them and he sewed their mouths to their buttholes. Except for the front guy, because the front guy was the king. I would be the front. I would be the front of the Human Centipede. And then anytime somebody pooped out their butt, it went to a person's mouth. And then that person ate the poop. And they pooped it out into the other person's mouth, and so forth and so forth. So by the time that the last person pooped, it was a 6 filtered shit. 6 levels of shit.
I thought it was a adaptation from that book series, Thomas the Tank Engine. And then they given each other coal. So they go faster and they choo-choo.
You know what, Skeeter? I gotta be real with you right now. I feel real bad about what, I had to explain to you right now. So yes, Skeeter, it is a Thomas the Tank Engine and they are feeding each other coal. Yep. You're right. I can't, you're not going to develop any further mentally than you already are. So why should I try to help?
A friend in need is a friend in need, and you are a friend that I need, and you've been so great to me, and I trust you, and whatever you think's best, Marky Xtreme, I trust you.
Happy Halloween.
Oh, what a great episode, but spooky. I mean, I can tell you it's spooky because I pooped on the floor. That's how spooky it is. I'm good. You kept your cool because you're a champion, and you're the greatest there is, Marky Xtreme.
Uh-oh, Skeeter.
What?
The ghost is back. You better hurry this up. He's looking impatient.
Be sure to check out our Patreon, patreon.com/OYM show, and you can get all sorts of fun, exclusive stuff there, as well as these episodes early. Be sure to rate and review the show on Apple Podcasts. Gangrel's been a great subject. In closing, Marky Xtreme, Gangrel's not in the WWE Hall of Fame. Do you think there's a dark evil version of it, like the WWE Hall of Fame that he'll be in?
All I know, Skeeter, is that ghost behind you is telling you to put the garlic back in.
What?
It's not my request. It's the ghost's.
Okay, should I stop the recording first?
Maybe do it after the recording.
Okay. I'll do it. I'll do it to get rid of the ghost. Thanks, Marky Xtreme, for being a true friend.
No problem, Skeeter. Happy Halloween, everybody. Skeeter,
we'll be back next week.
You said you were going to do it after the recording.
Well, both of them. I'll just get one out of the way now. We'll be back next week with a brand new episode.
Dragon Wagon.